Today I'm going to talk about intimacy in marriages. Intimacy is the sense of closeness with one another. How easy are you with your husband or your wife? There are people who have no intimacy because they don't believe in their spouses. They cannot be able to share deeply. When you're intimate with somebody, they'll even give you feedback when you have done a wrong thing. But there are times you realize that people are just assuming. I want to assume that my husband needs to think he's the one who pays school fees. He needs to think that he's the one who does A, B, C, D. So therefore, there is no intimacy between us because every time I get angry when he doesn't do what I expect him to do. But when I talk about it clearly to him, he's able to tell me, Jennifer, this time I cannot be able to do this. This time I cannot be able to do that. So from there, we become close. There are 4 types of intimacy. Emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is like what I had talked about previously, whereby somebody tells you, affirms to you, you are good, you are lovely. They also say thank you when you are done. And this is coming from the heart. You're able to tell them when you're sad. And when you're able to do all those things, then there is a lot of intimacy because this person knows when my husband or my wife is angry, this is her way of reacting. And when they are angered, I cannot talk to them because it will mess things up. I will wait until the anger goes down so that I talk to them. And there's what we call intellectual intimacy. You know, it's like having wisdom. So many times I talk to women. When my husband comes in from work, you don't know what this man has faced during the day. So you might be having debts and there might be somebody who is pushing you to pay this debt. And you know very well it is your husband who is going to help you pay the debt. When they come in, have wisdom. Don't start telling him immediately he enters, by the way, so-and-so was here, he was asking for debts, and you don't know even whether he has the money or not. That would be foolishness. You will not be an intellectual by then. Just let him in. Give him, if it's a glass of water or tea. Let him feel at home. And even when you will be telling him about this debt, tell him in a calm way. Then there is what we call experiential intimacy. Sometimes you may find yourself in a situation and you are newly married and you don't know now how to handle this issue. You look for a person, either a professional or an elderly person who is friendly, and you go and tell them, now this is what I'm going through. How does one deal with this when it comes this way? And because that person has an experience of life, they will tell you, if I were you, this is how I would do it. Or better still, why don't you see a professional counselor who will lead you and help you have what we call spiritual intimacy. This one, you have to work it out in your relationship. Let your hubby know that you need to learn to pray together. From the day when you got into marriage, you pray together. Like me and my husband, sometimes we are left in the sitting room alone. We pray together. How you set your goals in your life, in your marriage, even with your children, with your grandchildren, is very, very important. Let there be that intimacy whereby somebody knows, in case we are all of us, none of us is around you, and you are in trouble, just kneel down and pray. Tell God something, and He will listen to you. And He will answer you. With the information that I have given you, you are able to deal with your emotions, and then this now will take us to the next level of now sexual interaction and intimacy.